For the continuation of lesson 6, which is basic economy studies method, we have here the benefit cost ratio. So this is another method in determining the effectiveness of an investment. So to define what is a benefit cost ratio, this is a method used to determine the relationship between the costs and the benefit of a certain project, or this is an indicator showing the relationship between the relative costs and benefits or profits of a proposed or planned project. So it allows also or enables a business or an organization to recognize long-term benefits. Okay, so if BCR or benefit cost ratio is greater than 1, the costs are less than benefits, attractive investment, and therefore it is an income generated. Okay, so the investment is profitable. And then if BCR is less than 1, that is costs are greater than the benefits, so it means that the investment losses. Okay, and then if BCR or the benefit cost ratio is equal to 1, costs are equal to benefits, so therefore the investment is neither profitable or loss. Okay, so for the formula of BCR or the benefit cost ratio, that is equal to the present net income P divided by the invested capital. Present income P is also equal to the benefit minus the this benefit, and then invested capital is also called the cost. Okay, for present net income, this is different from the present gross income, since a present net income or the annual net income, that is the amount of money earned in a year after certain deductions, whereas for the gross income, that is the amount of money earned in a year before certain deductions. Okay, so these are different from each other. Okay, and having this one, okay, where P there or the present net income is equal to the ordinary annuity. So this formula is from the ordinary annuity, so that is installment or the equal payment, so that is equal to A, or that is the annual net income multiplied by 1 plus I, which is the rate of interest raised to n the useful life, minus 1 divided by the interest rate multiplied by 1 plus the interest rate raised to the useful life again. But of course, annual net income or A is equal to gross income minus the operating and maintenance cost minus AD, which is the annual depreciation if there is. Okay, if the salvage value is mentioned in the problem, so we have to consider the annual depreciation. So we have to subtract the annual depreciation and the operating and maintenance cost from the gross income, since the gross income is what I have said a while ago, that this is the amount of money earned in a year before the certain deductions like the operating and maintenance costs and the annual depreciation of a certain project. Okay, so for the components of benefit cost ratio, benefit is these are the advantages to the project, or that is the profit or effectiveness of a certain investment, or that is the productiveness. This benefit is the disadvantages of a certain project also. Okay, so that is the ineffectiveness of the investment. And then for the cost, that is also called the invested capital. Invested capital, or the annual gross income, or the annual cost of a certain project or investment. Okay, so these are the common expenses for the operation of the project. Example for this one is the maintenance cost, the material cost, labor cost, and so on. Okay, so for the advantages of the benefit cost, analysis or benefit cost ratio, it provides clarity. So you can see where your spending happens to be or where your cash inflows are happening, and then it creates a look at a project's overall feasibility. So this is to be able to make a decision with greater confidence. And then third is it provides a glimpse of current affordability, or that is you can look at various additional costs and can develop beneficial policies, that is by understanding how benefits can be maximized. Okay, and then for the disadvantages of the benefit cost analysis or the benefit cost ratio, it can lead to false confidence. Okay, so thinking you'll automatically succeed with a good BCR or benefit cost ratio often leads people to failure, and then can act as a validation in the sense that many people like to invest into a project because they have a gut instinct telling them to do so. Okay, so that is an act of validation. And then another is the it may offer numerous unknown variables, or it can be extensive that they invalidate the benefit cost ratio or the benefit cost analysis. Okay, so that is the important components and principles of the benefit cost ratio. Now we move on to the examples. So we have here two examples for the benefit cost ratio. For example number one, it doesn't consider the annual depreciation, whereas for example number two, it is considered already the annual depreciation, which is we have to make use of the capitalized cost from our previous lesson. So that is the capitalized cost multiplied by the interest rate, so that is from the annual cost. Okay, so having the example number one, we have here a small entrepreneur invested a capital of 80,000 for a buy and sell business. He estimated to have a gross income of 25,000 annually and an operating cost of 6,000 annually. It is assumed that the business to have a life over 10 years. So the useful life is 10 years if the rate of interest is 12%. So the rate of interest here is considered as annually already, since there is not mentioned, or the compounded years here is not mentioned. So we are asked to compute for the benefit cost ratio, sorry. So that is the relationship between the relative cost and the profits of the proposed project. Okay, so having that one, we are given the invested capital already to be equal to 80,000. So it is already mentioned there. So that is the cost or the annual gross income or the annual invested capital of the project. And then we are given already the annual gross income to be 25,000. So we have to get the annual net income. There we have to subtract the operating and maintenance cost, since that is mentioned there. Okay, so that is supposed to be subtracted from the gross income, which is 25,000, since we need the annual net income. Okay, so that is annual net income. We have already defined that one to be the amount of money earned in a year after certain deductions. So the deductions there is the operating and maintenance cost, and annual depreciation is not mentioned here, so we don't have to subtract it from the gross income. And then given that interest rate is equal to 12% and the useful life that is up to 10 years, and then we are required to get the benefit cost ratio of the certain buy business, that is a buy and sell. Okay, so for the solution we have there, of course, having the formula of benefit cost ratio to be equal to the present net income, or the P, divided by the invested capital. But of course, P there is the annual um, that is ordinary annuity. So we have to have the P is equal to the annual net income multiplied by 1 plus the interest rate raised to the useful life minus n minus 1, sorry, divided by the interest rate multiplied by 1 plus the um, interest rate raised to n again. So this is from the ordinary annuity. That is the equal payments for that one. Okay, so having the annual net income, of course this one, that is the annuity annual net income, that is equal to the annual gross. Okay, annual gross income minus the operating and maintenance cost minus the annual depreciation, but this is not mentioned, so this is considered as zero. Okay, so computing for that one, okay, that is the annual net income, that is equal to annual gross, so it is given to be 25,000. That is 25,000 pesos minus 6,000, which is the operating and maintenance, so that is minus 6,000, so that is equal to 19,000 pesos. Okay, so next we compute for the present net income, that is equal to, we use the annual net income, so that is 19,000 multiplied by 1 plus the interest rate, which is 12%, that is 0.12 raised to the useful life, which is 10, minus 1 divided by the invested capital, sorry, so that is the interest rate, so that is 0.12 multiplied by 1 plus 0.12 raised to the useful life, and that is equal to 107,354.238. Okay, so this will be the present net income. Okay, so that is after the deductions. Okay, so having that one already, we may now get the value of the BCR, or the benefit cost ratio, to be equal to the present net income, which is 107,354.238 divided by the invested capital, which is given to be 80,000. So BCR is equal to 1.34, and therefore it is an attractive investment. Attractive investment, since benefit cost ratio is greater than 1, so it is profitable. Okay, so example number 2, we have here also determine the BCR for the following project. So first cost is given to be as 100,000, project life, that is N, that is 5. Okay, so this will be the first cost, this is the value of N, and then for the salvage value, since that is already mentioned, we have to compute for its AD, or the annual depreciation of the project. Okay, so having that one, that is the SV. Okay, for the annual benefits, okay, that is already our P. Okay, so that is the present net income of the project. Okay, and then next is the annual operating and maintenance cost, so that will be the OM. Okay, and then the interest rate, which is given as 15%, so that is considered as annually, since compounded period is not mentioned. Okay, again, for the solution, we have there the formula of BCR, which is the benefit cost ratio, that is equal to the present net income P divided by the invested capital, or that is the annual gross income, or the annual cost of the project. But of course, again, we have there, it is considered, it is included there, the salvage value. So we have to compute for its AD, or the annual depreciation. So that is equal to the first cost minus the salvage value multiplied by the interest rate divided by 1 plus interest rate raised to the useful life n, okay, and then minus 1. Okay, so computing for that one, that is equal to substituting the values. First cost is given to be as 100,000 minus the salvage value, which is 10,000, multiplied by the interest rate, which is 0.15, that is 15%, divided by 1 plus 0.15 raised to the project life, which is n, and that is 5. Okay, so that is minus 1, and annual depreciation is equal to 13,348.40. Okay, and since it is given the project to be, the first cost is 100,000, for the salvage value is 10,000, so we have to have here the annual cost. So annual cost from our previous lesson, that is annual cost, that is equal to the capitalized cost multiplied by the interest rate, and annual cost there, that is equal to the first cost plus the operating and maintenance cost divided by the interest rate plus FC minus SV divided by 1 plus I raised to n minus 1. So we have to multiply this one by the interest rate. Okay, so we have to get the annual cost because that is the invested capital. So from our formula, from the benefit cost ratio, invested capital here is the annual cost. As I have said a while ago, that is, I have mentioned. Okay, so that is simplifying this further. Okay, that is equal to the first cost multiplied by the interest rate, or that is the interest on the capital, and then that is plus, okay, distributing I there, that will become plus the operating and maintenance cost, and then we add there the annual depreciation, which is the first cost minus the salvage value multiplied by the interest rate divided by 1 plus I raised to n minus 1. Okay, so having that, okay, substituting the values there, so therefore the invested capital, or the annual cost, okay, that is called the annual cost, or that is the annual gross income, that is equal to first cost, which is given to be 100,000 multiplied by the interest rate, which is 0.15, okay, plus the operating and maintenance, so that is 22,000, and we have computed already the value of the AD, which is the annual depreciation, to be 13,348.40. Okay, so this is equal to 50,348.4 all in all. So I have mentioned already a while ago that the invested capital, or the gross income of the project, is the amount of money earned in a year before the certain deduction. So we have to add there the operating and maintenance and the annual depreciation. Whereas for the annual net, so we have to deduct the money earned from the gross income there, so it's different. Okay, so that is, we now get the value of the benefit cost ratio to be equal to the present net income P, which is given as 60,000. So that is the annual benefits. Okay, so that is equal to 60,000 pesos. Okay, so that is 60,000 divided by the invested capital, which is we have computed to be 50,348.4, and that is equal to 1.192. So therefore, it is an attractive investment again. Okay, so that is an attractive investment since BCR, or the benefit cost ratio, is greater than 1 again. So that is profitable project. Okay, that ends our benefit cost ratio. That is from lesson 6.